the Philippines where sunlight gleams, Brian, Tess, and family dreams. By the shorelines, kids at play in a tropical bright array.
Good morning, YouTubers. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Tess.
I'm Brian. Thanks for joining us again today, guys. Today's video, we thought we'd talk about purchasing and owning land here in the Philippines. It's a topic I've had quite a few questions on over the last 6 to 10 months, and it's a subject that can be very daunting to navigate through in this country. Well, first of all, can a foreigner own land in the Philippines? And the short answer is no. You can buy land, but you can't own it. It must be in the name of a Filipina or Filipino. Foreigners cannot own any land here. You can own a building, so if you build a house or a shop or something on that land, you can own that, but the land itself must be in the name of the Filipino or Filipina. In the West, things are very much clear and concise, and if you go through due diligence, you should be okay in the West for sure, because you've got your solicitors and everything's cut and dried, above board. Lands and title deeds are clear and concise. Everything is very upfront. Here in the Philippines, a lot of shady stuff can go on. Having land sold here without clear title is quite common, and that can leave you open to all sorts of dramas down the line. Basically, let me explain with inheritance here for a start. It's very unusual in that, let's say for instance, we purchased our land off Tess's father. Now, the land we purchased, the deed of sale has to be signed by both your parents, right?
Yes.
But even though Tess's mother has to sign the deed of sale for the land to be signed over, she has no legal claim to that land. If Tess's father passes away, the heirs of the land will be all the children, all her siblings and herself. The land will pass directly to the children. It won't pass to the mother, and then once she passes, it passes to the children. The law here is that the kids will all be entitled to an equal share of that farm, and then they can do with it as they see fit. Now, if they choose to sell that, all 6 of the girls must sign the deed of sale to complete the sale of that land. If only 5 of them sign, the sale can still go through, but that leaves you open to one of the siblings making a claim back on that land down the line, and can lead to very costly lawsuits and court cases. So be really, really careful when you're purchasing. You can own business here. An 18-month-old and a 7-week-old. The 7-week-old has just woken, so Tess has had to go do the motherly thing. But yeah, as I was saying, foreigners can own buildings, but you cannot own land here. So I know a lot of guys, foreigners, will purchase land in the name of their girlfriend and then take out a 50-year lease, for instance. I mean, if you're a retired guy, 50 years is plenty. You're not going to see that 50-year lease out. So you can take a 50-year lease, so there's no chance she can kick you from that land if anything goes wrong. But the law here, the second you marry that girl, the lease is null and void. So be aware, if you purchase land in the name of your Filipino wife, you can't do a lease. It's not legal here. So you can own business. It used to be 40% of business could be owned by foreigner and 60% needed to be owned by a Filipino citizen. President Duterte changed that in 2022, I believe. Foreigners can now own 100%, especially of major business, big business, where they're employing Filipinos and exporting products, and no problem, you can own 100% of that business. But I can tell you, when purchasing land, you need to make sure that you have a solicitor involved. You need to make sure that it has clear title, and you need to make sure that all the owners have signed the deed of sale to sign that over to you. Now, I would also recommend that you get a survey done independently. Pay for the survey yourself, get a surveyor out, survey the land, because shady deals where they'll show you one piece of land, and when it comes time to do the all the paperwork and you purchase and your money's changed hands, you find out you've actually purchased a completely separate parcel of land from what you looked at. And I saw that happen just recently, and it happens to Filipinos as well as foreigners. There's a vlogger over here, she calls herself Beauty, and she's just bought herself a parcel of land just recently, and she got duped. She didn't get a survey, she didn't employ a solicitor, she trusted the people, and there was many agents involved as well as the owner. There was too many people involved in this deal for it to be a straightforward deal. I would have been very suspicious from the start, but because she didn't get a survey and have a solicitor involved, she trusted the agents and the owner to do the right thing. She handed over all the cash, signed all the papers, purchased the plot of land, and then found out the land she thought she was buying, which was quite level and buildable, was not the parcel of land she just purchased. Her land is very sloping and requires a lot of landscaping to get that leveled where you could build on it. She also has no access road, and she's having issues with the locals to try and get access from the main road to her land. It's turned into quite a disaster for her, and she's a Filipina, but again, she was too trusting. So purchasing land here in the Philippines is fraught with dangers. So be aware, guys, you need to be very savvy and upfront, do everything correct, buy the book, make sure, and a survey is number one. They actually offered Beauty for them to do a survey. They would have just surveyed the wrong land and faked everything for her anyway. So you need to employ a surveyor and get the survey done yourself. As I said, you can own buildings here. So condos, foreigners come here and actually buy condos quite frequently, and you can own 100% of that condo. But if you're going to purchase land in the Philippines, it must go into, if you have a girlfriend or wife, it must go into her name. So be careful, guys. If you only have a girlfriend and you're purchasing land, don't purchase any more than you are prepared to lose. Land is much cheaper here, of course, than it is in the West, in the US, in Australia, in the UK, in Canada, New Zealand, but it will still cost you thousands of dollars. So be aware, if things go wrong, you have no claim to that land at all. But as I say, if you build a house on that land, then you can own 100% of that house. You keep all the receipts from all the work, keep books on everything you've done, make sure you keep a record of what you've spent on that, so that if the crap hits the fan down the line, you are able to go to someone like Rafi Tulfo, force your ex to sell the land and sell the house. You can have 100% of the money back for the house you've built. So yeah, purchasing land in the Philippines, it's an adventure in itself, and as I say, there's a lot of people doing shady stuff, selling land that doesn't belong to them. Family members have been known to get hold of the titles of their parents' land and use that as collateral to borrow money, then not pay the loans, and then the finance company or bank or whoever foreclosed and took the land and house that belonged to their parents. That's not legal in the West. You can't use a land title or deed of sale that's not in your name as collateral to get a loan. But here it is done, and people have lost their properties. It's be very, very, very careful purchasing land. We purchased off Tess's father, as I said, so we bought from family, so we knew the land belonged to her Lolo, her grandfather, before her father. So the land has been in the family for generations, and we knew it was legitimate and up front. But as I say, Tess's mum and dad both had to sign the title deed, even though the land is in her dad's name only. So we've had to do that correctly. We had a survey done, of course. We know where our land is marked out. Everything is legit and above board. And I had no issues with that to begin with, because I trust my wife's family 100%. They've been very upfront with me and are fantastic people, and I have nothing but respect for her father. He's one of the hardest working and most honest men I've ever met in my life from any country in the world. Top guy. So we didn't have any issues, and we've just recently done our deed of sale. We weren't even in a rush to get the title switched over and spend the money, and we owned the land, but we've just done the deed of sale recently, so we now have the deed of sale for the land. Once we transfer the title over, it will go over into Tess's name only, even though it will be in her married name and it will be classified as conjugal property. I still don't have claim to any of that land. That will be owned to her, and then that will be left when she passes. Even if she passed before me, that land wouldn't pass to me, it will pass directly to Kyle and Caleb. Our sons will be the heirs to that land. So I didn't have any problem in purchasing land there and building something, because I know that's for the kids in the future anyway. But yeah, that's my video for today. Hope that's been informative, guys. Again, I'm no expert. I'm not a solicitor. You can do the research online and find out about purchasing land here, and navigating all the ins and outs and the government bureaucracy here can be very, very daunting at times. So due diligence, as I said, make sure you go by the book, do everything correctly, and you should be safe, whether you're purchasing a beachfront property, whether you're purchasing mountain land, farmland, whatever you want to get here. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thank you again to all the subscribers, as I always say. Thank you to the guys that have been with us from the start. Thank you to the new people who've come on board. Appreciate all the super thanks and donations through PayPal. Really appreciate you guys. You're supporting me here in the Philippines. So thank you again, everybody. If you've enjoyed the content today, please give us the thumbs up, click that like. Don't forget to drop a comment, even if it's just to say hi, because that helps our YouTube algorithm. And check out the links in the description down below. I always, every week, I put a link to the website where I met my gorgeous wife Tess. If you're searching for a Filipina and you want to go do some online dating, then I would recommend 100% Christian Filipina. I tried quite a few different dating sites years ago. I signed up and did have scammers and fakes on all the websites I went to. No argument about that. Christian Filipina do their utmost to keep those people clear of the website. There is a report feature which you can quite simply click on and report a girl if she's not upfront and genuine. They have a second opinion option where if you've been chatting someone for a long period of time and you think she might be the one you're going to come here and meet and hopefully strike up a relationship with, you can ask Christian Filipina, and they will do an interview with her and confirm that she is genuine and legitimate and give you their opinion on this person. There are lots of great filters you can put in. You can filter that you want someone that's working, you want someone that's 4 feet 11, 5 feet 7, 25 to 30, 32 years of age, whatever age. You can put in weight, hair color, height, kids, no kids. The filters are quite vast, and it narrows it down for you, makes it a lot easier for you to find a selection of ladies to browse through and hopefully find someone to chat to. You can create a profile there for absolutely nothing. It is free to create a profile. You can peruse the website and have a good look and see, do a test run if you like, see what you think. Then if you choose to sign up as a paid member, you are indirectly supporting our channel because we are affiliated with Christian Filipina. I don't hide that fact at all, but they are the #1 dating site, in my opinion, for finding a Filipina girlfriend or wife. So check that out, guys. It's in the description below. Thank you again to everybody. I hope today's video has been informative. If you're coming here to the Philippines for a holiday, please be very careful, do everything you need to do and enjoy yourselves here. The people are fantastic, the beaches are wonderful, the place is gorgeous, the tropical climate is amazing. You'll love the Philippines. So what I'd say to anybody, even though I've done some videos on some negatives and the downside of the Philippines, I love the Philippines. It is a fantastic place. So come on over, check it out, check out the food, check out the people, and enjoy yourselves. But be safe, be careful. Ingat, as they say here in the Philippines. So from an Australian in the Philippines, peace out.